told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all.
Pop my trunk, let the doze up. Pop my trunk, let the doze up. Pop.
Flowers are nice, yes, but I'm sure there are people out there that are like, if I do this, I'm going to get laid. Cool. You know, and that is a great perk. I mean, let's be honest. You know, if you do something right and you get rewarded with sex, like...
I'm going to try to do the rest of this review as if I don't know what happens in the end. Hey, play the clip again.
Flowers are nice, yes, but I'm sure there are people out there that are like, if I do this, I'm going to get laid. Cool. You know, and that is a great perk. I mean, let's be honest. You know, if you do something right and you get rewarded with sex, like...
While it is true that sex is the only reason men do anything, I don't know if it's worth it in Steven's case, because from what we've seen of Monica, I don't think she fucks back.
Living with my parents could be seen as a negative maybe to some people. I was on that football journey out until a couple years ago, so it didn't really make sense for me to rent my own place and pay rent while I'm gone. The fact that I have a really cool spot, you know, where my parents are still at, they like the fact that I'm here. If you want to, you know, think it's embarrassing, that's fine. I don't. I love my parents. I love my space, so it's good with me.
Makes sense. You know, I think American society as a whole is coming around on the idea that staying at home with parents is not only good financially for everyone involved, but it can also be really good for your mental and emotional well-being. In a country full of depressed, pill-popping, overweight, and overworked people, a lot of us could do really well with a reset. Then we got Hannah's goofy ass trying to press him about saying that he had a pool table when it's in a room with storage and shit. He told you he's staying at his parents' house. You worried about a fucking pool table? Every time Hannah gets all uppity like this, I just want somebody to come walk her by a mirror. Really can't stand this chick. Like, she has all the makings of an elite level Karen.
That's what I want us, when we go in there, like, we're just gonna talk. We did like a crazy experiment. Let me tell you about it. We can leave the proposal out. We did an experiment to basically find our match. Now we're testing to see if we can live together.
Look, I'm gonna need y'all to start explaining the concept of this show to y'all's parents, because this briefing shouldn't be necessary. There have been too many seasons of Love is Blind for your parents not to know what fucking show you're on.
How do you feel, Dad?
Exciting moment. What?
About meeting Tim. Is that okay with you?
Do I have any choice?
Love you.
Love you.
Dad, for real, like, stop.
I see where she gets her attitude from. Hey, look, man, I have a daughter. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're always going to be a little suspicious of any guy your daughter brings around. But I don't really understand fathers who act like they want their daughter to be single or lonely for their entire lives. But similar to Taylor, Tim aced his interview, presented really well, and it was a nice gathering for all intents and purposes. Her mother was really lovely too.
Help me grab my mail.
Jury duty. Late notice. Okay, well, we have a fake fig. Not okay.
We have nothing in here.
Just a bunch of beer.
Okay, there's some protein shakes. We have one thing of white wine.
Protein shakes and beer. Like, what are we doing here? And then the one thing of white wine for, like, the occasional girl you bring over. This is a bachelor. This is a dude's fridge. What is this place? Oh, here we go.
It's for the Bible studies that I host out here every day.
Look, at this point, I just want these two to have their own show together. Like, they are by far the most compatible couple this season. Love them together. I think they're hilarious. If Netflix gave them a spinoff, I'd watch it.
I mean, I am perfectly okay with you treating me like a piece of meat.
Sex is amazing, but then when you started, like, having concerns about the wedding, I'm not just gonna, like, bend over for my fiance, who's now, like, not sure he wants to get married. And that's why we haven't had it, or else I, like, would have done it.
Wind blows in the right direction, and I'm like, fuck.
A little less butt stabs. You're into butt stuff.
Like pegging, but it's not like I wait until my birthday to be lucky enough to have it. There's so many different things you could put your dick inside. Pineapple, bowl of macaroni and cheese. If I had a vagina, I would try to... Could you imagine being the first man with a legitimate vagina? I'd be able to compare now the difference between getting kicked in the nuts and giving birth. Giving birth is the only time a woman comes close to understanding what it's like when a man has a common cold. God, I could win a Nobel Prize if I had a vagina. So anyway, how about anal, huh?
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Like, I always thought this nigga looked weird, but he is, like, super fucking weird.
Will you take this
At
out,
some point,
please?
Yep, I've taken the trash out.
It's nice that, like, if I tell you, like, hey, Nick, we take the trash out, you do. Or, like, hey, Nick, we get stuff out of the dryer, you will. But I feel like you should be able to do that. Like, I don't want to have to tell you every time. Like,
I do take out the trash.
yeah, you do, but I feel like today I had to ask, and yesterday I had to ask. You take the trash out. Cool. Laundry, when you do laundry, you do my laundry. Like, how often do you, like, vacuum and sweep? I vacuum every single day. My expectations are, I vacuum every single day, I sweep every day. I dust once a week.
At this point, I just want to take Nick to a strip club, bro. Like, can one of you Love is Blind groupies that Steven and Garrett were talking about come Get this nigga some dome, break them up, please. Next time she says something to him about taking the trash out, I just want him to roll her ass right out the door along with that little funny looking dog.
I haven't seen you in forever.
Wow. Got you a gift, man?
Wow.
Just a little guess. 1730.
Yes. You know this Mo, the one and only daughter.
Yep.
And from what she have described to me, you make her happy. Who am I to judge what make my daughter happy? Who am I to tell her how she's supposed to feel? She feels good, she's happy, I'm happy. If Ashley starts talking a little bit differently, sad this, then daddy gonna kick into motion. Until then, daddy gonna fall back. Don't play.
Nah, I'm gonna take care of her.
Yeah, see, Ashley's dad is how I see myself dealing with any dude my daughter brings home. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on the same team at the end of the day until you give me a reason to shoot you.
Reading those text messages filled with fetishes and coming in, like, it's disgusting, Steven.
You're right. I did make a completely stupid mistake while being drunk at a sleep test with somebody who texted me.
You were doing it today, Steven. You texted her today. You were like laying in a sleep test bed, texting a girl while you are engaged that you want to do dirty kinks. It was disgusting.
Bro was serious about the butt stuff. Look, man, I obviously can't say that he's right. But we've sat here for the past couple episodes and watched her act the fool over flowers, fireworks, and apparently withhold sex. And of course, she has every right to say no. He's not entitled to her body just because he's her fiance. Let's be clear about that. But a precedent has been set. Y'all was fucking in Cabo until he took too long to get you some damn flowers. Then we heard you tell your girls that you ain't playing with him no more when he didn't come out and watch them lame ass fireworks with y'all. All this tells me is that you like to use your likely mid-sex as leverage. You weaponize it against your partner when he doesn't fall in line or act how you want him to act. That's why you get cheated on. And she said in the pod, she gets cheated on all the time. I don't know about all the time, but she said she definitely gets cheated on frequently. And she has like some horror stories about getting cheated on. I believe it. Like I said it. I would have never been in a relationship with you in the first place because I'm way too nigga. But if by some strange twist of fate, I would have been one of her exes, her stories about me would be horrific. You're insufferable. I'm sorry. Let me shut up before I start sounding like I'm making excuses for Steven. Steven was wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going to sleep studies drunk. Like, why the fuck you at a sleep study drunk? Doesn't that fuck up the results, nigga? This nigga here, bro. But if he was at a sleep study, nigga, it's fucked up. You can't be at a sleep study drunk texting hoes and shit. Nigga, I just want to see the text messages. Cause I know this nigga a eater. Like, he looked like an eater. But like, I want to know like just the depravity, nigga. I'm like how low does this motherfucker go?
I will leave you alone now. Yeah, okay.
Gonna go do some butt stuff. Pause. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Appreciate y'all.
I came empty-handed, but I'm leaving with 3. Plus I made about a G, cause I made them tip me.